Well guys, got a new project here. It's going to be taking my time up for the next couple months probably. You can see here, got a Mortal Kombat 2 cabinet. It's in pretty nice shape. It's various scuffs and scrapes, but overall not too bad. All the artwork is very vibrant. There's no fading on either side of the machine. Just scuff marks like that, and stuff like this I can usually fix pretty easily. But overall, it's not too bad. This of course needs to be filled with wood putty, and I'm going to re-sand all this and put the decals back on each side, but it's missing the T-molding here. And I'm going to need to replace all the T-molding just because you know, you need to change all the T-molding out whenever you get these machines just to give it a better look. But control panel's intact. I obviously had to change out the Lexan because of the cigarette burns and whatnot, but I'm going to gut this entire machine, and I'll tell you what I'm going to do with it here in a minute. But as you can see, no monitor and no back panel, otherwise fully intact. It's really not that bad a shape for what I paid for it, and as you can see, it's not faded on this side either. It's really great shape. Now all I paid for it was $100. There's a local place where I live called United Distributors, and they have, it's a giant warehouse of broken down machines, machines missing parts, pinball machines that don't work, you name it. It's just full of that kind of stuff. Went through there the other day and came across this Mortal Kombat machine, and I said, how much you want for it? They said, you can have it just the way it is for $100. I said, okay, sure. So it needs new joysticks. This one sits here like that. It's missing a piece. It's broken. But all the buttons I can salvage, clean them up, get those working again, so the buttons aren't an issue. I'm gonna need new Lexan, new joysticks, new T-molding, and a monitor. I'm not going to be putting a PCB in it. It has everything. It has the JAMA harness, and even has the player 3 harness, the audio harness that goes from the main PCB down to the sound port, all that stuff. So the people who yanked this PCB out, they didn't take any of the harnesses, just the actual boards. So I don't know why, but benefit for me anyway. So it doesn't really matter because this is all going away. Now what I'm going to do is, I saw this cabinet. They asked if I could have it for, I asked if I could have it, and they told me $100. So what I'm going to do with this cabinet is turn it into a multi Mortal Kombat. Kind of like how I used to have my MK3 cabinet. It had all the Mortal Kombats in one machine. I'm going to do the same thing with this one, only it's not going to be with a switcher, it's going to be with a computer. Because I want to be able to have all the versions of MK1, the 9.0 prototype, 3.0, 3.1 turbo, the 4.0 T unit, 4.0 Y unit, 5.0 T unit. I want to have all the MK1s, all the MK2s, all the MK3s, all the UMK3s, and I want to do all that. So I'm going to put a computer in here and load up Maximus and everything, and so I can have all the Mortal Kombats in one machine, literally all of them, not just the 2.1 MK3 and 1.2 MK3. You get the idea. So I'm going to put every single version of MK in this machine. That's the game plan. So it's going to need a lot of work and a lot of TLC. Even the marquee is in great shape. I don't even think it's got burning on it from looking at it from the front. But anyway, I'm going to completely gut this thing, strip it down to the bare bones, and clean it all up as best I can. And then see if I can't get a monitor and a computer and a JPack, and I don't know. Those are all in the planning. Right now it's just planning stage and cleanup stage. We'll see how it ends up when it's done, but for now I just wanted to show it off. It only cost me $100. I mean, even the front is pretty good. You got a chip right there and some glue residue right here, but otherwise it's great shape. And of course, probably gonna have to mask off everything here on the front, repaint the front, repaint these sides black. Anyway, so I'll get it all cleaned up, and once I get it all cleaned up, I'll get it in the house, and then I'll start worrying about where to find a monitor and how to wire everything up, and a cheap computer. So stay tuned for the follow-up videos for this, and we'll see how much better I can make it look. So stay tuned.